Alright, so this is our initial review for Dragon's Dogma 2. I did roll credits on it last night, and I had to give a lot of thought on the rating for this 50-hour game. So I just checked my PlayStation analytics on the game, and it's about 50 hours. I was also I believe almost close to level 50, probably 48 when I rolled credits. Yeah, so Dragon's Dogma 2 is a very interesting game to get into. Like, I didn't play 1, so this is the sequel to 1, but I think you don't really need to play the first one to understand what's going on. I think it's just based on a different timeline or a different world, I believe. But just focusing on this game, I did come from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. After playing that, that's another open world game, and I was totally spoiled by that game in a way that I expected a lot from Dragon's Dogma 2. It's still a good game, don't get me wrong. It's just that, following the rich story of Final Fantasy VII, Dragon's Dogma 2 story is it is very convoluted, but at the same time, I don't know if I really needed to play the first one to follow it. It felt a bit all over the place. Like, the game tried to be so many things at the same time. And not just the story, but the gameplay itself, what it wanted to be. Was it more leaning towards a Souls-like experience? But I do know it's, a very different game. Like, you have pawns in this game, wherein, they actually assist you and help you out with all these quests, all these fighting all these monsters. You can have unique pawns or classes wherein they do different things. You can have a mage, you can have a priest that can heal you. Technically the priest is the mage, or another spellcaster, I should say. I keep forgetting the name of the pawns or the classes of the pawns. There's also another term for the classes, which I like having a brain fart right now and I can't remember it. But in any case, we also have fighters. We also have warriors. I played a thief most of my playthrough. I did try an archer and a fighter midway, but they felt so slow. Even the archer. Well, the archer took time to level up, but the fighter itself or the warrior felt a little slow to my taste. Because like when you play the thief at the first, the game itself is already slow. So having the thief speed things up a bit here and there, it kind of helped. So yeah, I wasn't really attached to the story in any way, or even the characters. The characters were just fine. Like my character didn't even talk at all, which is like a very Souls thing, or a very Souls game genre. With the story, like you can totally understand the story, even if it's convoluted, with so many tribes, so many factions, civilizations, and even the pawns and the classes itself. Vocations, there you go, that's the word I was looking for. Vocations. So all of these vocations are they're very different. Like, at least it's spread out to a point that you're helping out understand more to the game in different directions of all these pawns or vocations. Like, the story kind of changes differently. Like, you have thief quests, or you have warrior quests, or fighter quests. But yeah, like, nothing too much that will attach you to the story. I kept wanting to play it because the world was more interesting than the story itself. Like, I love the world of Dragon's Dogma 2. It felt like you're in a Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings type of setting. With that, it makes you wonder, if I were to go to this cave, where would I end up? Or is there a secret chest here, or hidden loot that can make your character stronger? So it was very rewarding to actually explore, which made me want to pick up the game and just play it from time to time. I didn't even rush the game at all. I was actually forced to finish it because like I kind of got bored towards the end. But at least the ending of this game kind of picks it up. Like, there's interesting part that happens towards the end. But the last boss fight was actually disappointing because, this whole game was fairly easy. Like, it's only the start where you try to learn a few things. You just try to understand what can my vocation do or my class do, in order to, kill these monsters faster or survive the wilderness at least. But yeah, once you learn these things and once you can get overpowered pawns that can assist you, and the more that you understand to be careful at like crossing the bridge or certain areas of the map, it the game is fairly easy. Killing dragons, killing ogres, killing cyclops. There's no challenge whatsoever from start to finish, which is a bit disappointing because they kind of built this game to be really hard. From what I understand, at least from the first game, Dragon's Dogma 1, this game was just too damn easy. I was leaning towards a 9 out of 10 towards the end of the game, but with the ending happening and then just like giving it a day to sink in and try to understand what I've experienced with this game, it's probably an 8.5 out of 10. Maybe on another time if I pick it up again and maybe do New Game Plus or maybe the DLC comes out, it can convince me to push it to a 9. But the last time I pushed something to a 9 was FF16. I was supposed to give it like an 8 or 8.5. But, the cinematics and, the boss fights in that game were pretty sick. So I had to... The combat was great too. So I had to bump that to a 9. But yeah, this one is just... I think it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. But, I had fun. So I'll give it an 8.5. But yeah, that's it. That's my short review of Dragon's Dogma 2. I'll be playing Stellar Blade next on my Twitch, and you can catch me there. I'll be putting up some tech reviews or some insights on some gadgets soon on this YouTube channel. So please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next stream.